Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy, Rick. I want to give you guys an update on my table, raised bed, and everything else that I have growing around the house. If you guys seen my previous videos, I used to have, during the summer, I used to have basil, carrots, onions, tomatoes, this oregano plant. I used to have many plants in here, and they were, probably about 2-3 feet in height. But now that the weather's changed, I mean, it's still hot during the day when the sun is out, but in the morning and at nighttime it is quite cooler than normal. And this allows me to grow my leafy green vegetables down here in South Florida during the fall and winter. But it's over here in Florida, in South Florida, I kind of grew it a little bit early, my greens. As you can see, some of them are going to seed right now, like this one. I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but there's like a ball in there, and that's already the flower head coming. Normally it's supposed to look like this, just leaves coming out. But the sun is just so, hot, it's just making this spinach plant go to seed very rapidly. And here's a better view. See, I don't know if the camera can see this because the sun has too much light in it. But these things are growing to seed very quickly. Some are, some aren't. But the ones that aren't, I'm definitely going to be trimming them back for a salad. You know what I mean? But I'm mismatching things everywhere. I got spinach, the top 3 rows of spinach, and cilantro right here. Thank God this cilantro aren't going to seed. You can tell if cilantro is going to seed if they're growing different leaves than these are. They will grow. I can't describe how they are, but I'll have to show them to you if I see a cilantro. Maybe the ones in my backyard are going to seed, so hopefully I can show you the difference in leaves. You can tell if they're going to seed or not. But if you want to grow leafy greens down here in South Florida, it's best to grow them during December when it's real cold. During January. During January and February when it's real cold. That's when it gets cold down here in South Florida. After December. but hence that's why winter is December, January, and February. But this over here is my oregano plant. It's thriving. I mean, I never took this out. It's just gotten bigger and bigger, and we just keep cutting it back, and it's growing us so many little side shoots everywhere like this. There's another one coming out right here. There's many more growing, so I probably might clip this entire thing off again and harvest these leaves and put them in some chicken or something, or meat. But I also want to show you, look at these aloe. The guy next door gave me these aloe when they were, yay young, and now, I put them in this pot, and these things are just taking off. I wish I would have raised the level in soil much higher than it is now, but it doesn't matter. I'll probably put like more little plants around the base of the plant, so it can look very decorative. But once this thing gets big, I'm just gonna take them all out. But it's thriving now. I'm liking how they're growing. I don't do anything to it. Every once every 3 weeks I'll come out here and put some water in there. But these things are crazy. I love it. Here's a mango that one of my mom's friend gave to her. I've had this mango in this pot for maybe about 3-4 months already, and it's it's starting to give me new growth on the top, but it's time to stick it in the ground. I mean, I've been procrastinating crazy style. I'll show you my banana. My banana plant, it's looking pretty healthy. It still has green leaves. It's just basking in its glory. It's got the 2 young ones on the side. I'm happy to see that it's growing. The base of the plant is just very thick. I love it. I love it. I want to line this whole fence up, maybe to the first post, of like bananas, so they can just spread and grow more. I'm liking the way they're growing and growing new ones. Let me take it to the square foot garden beds that I have over here. I was at a nursery yesterday with a friend of mine, and we were it was cool too, so you needed a sweater at that time. But we were there looking around, and we seen like a bunch of nice tomato plants. Like there was like more tomato plants than anything. And And then we seen strawberry plants, and there was like a field, not a field, but like a group of strawberry plants, and they were like in 4-inch pots. And I was out looking, and it just caught my attention. And I never grown strawberries before, so I tried to pick the smallest one in the 4-inch pot, and this is the smallest one I could pick, so I can see its growth, see what it can, you know, grow. You know what I mean? Because I never in my life, I don't know anything about strawberries. I don't know how to grow them. They were there at the nursery, so I'm guessing it's the time of year to grow them now. So I bought one and stuck it in the ground last night. I like when I transplant or put things in the pots or put things in the ground, I like to do them at night, only because they can have a certain amount of hours to grow without the heat, the penetration of the sun, the energy of the sun. If you transplant them when it's real hot, you know, it's gonna give them a shock. But if you do it at nighttime, where it's less stress on them, they can grow, they can get used to their new home, and you know, and that's what plants love. You know, they like when you baby them, they like when you take care of them, because if you put forth your energy, they will show you what you're doing. You know what I mean? But oh, I'm sorry, I'm all in the camera. But these over here are lettuce. A friend of mine bought lettuce, and he had many left over, so he gave me 4. I mean, there's more than 4, but there's like 2 over here. Probably there's like 5 over there. 5 lettuce heads over there. 2 over here, and I think another 2 over here. But I'm gonna see what they do. I never grown lettuce either, so I'm gonna see what they do. Over here, things have grown since the last video. I mean, things have gotten bigger. My quinoa is looking pretty. There's some pinkish stuff over there. I think it's lacking nutrients. At least that's what I think. You know, if the leaves turn purple, doesn't that mean they lack nutrients? I don't know. But I mean, I hope you guys can help me out so I can figure out what's going on with those purple leaves over there. I mean, it looks pretty, but I don't want. I mean, the other leaves don't have purple stuff on them. But my arugulas, you know, they're taking off. They on the package of these seeds, they said cool weather crops, and it's you know, it's real hot right now, but they're still thriving. I hope they don't go to seed. It doesn't look like they're going to go to seed, because none of them are, you know, I don't see any flowers. You know, I just see leaves, and I'm digging it. And the leaves are very hardy. They're very strong. They're not delicate like spinach. But I'm liking arugula. I'm thinking this is my first year growing arugula, and I'm happy growing it. And my cilantros, you know, they're growing. And this row right here, I put a German giant tomato right here, a tomato seed right here, and another tomato seed right here. So hopefully those German giant tomatoes sprout. I hope you guys Google them to see how they are. Those are the big tomatoes. I got them from the Tomato Grower Supply Company, this catalog. If you buy more than 13 bucks, I think they'll give you the German giants for free. And I love tomatoes, so that's why I'm growing them. And over here, I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but there's like little green leaves over here, some over there. These are carrots. I don't know if I told you, but I'm growing carrots right here in this row, and some of them are popping up. Maybe another week or so, there'll be like a green line around here. But there's some green, and they're growing. I'm digging it. Let me take you to the back. I'm sorry for speaking so long. I normally do not have my videos 8 minutes long, but I just have a bunch of things growing, more than last time. And I have a lot to say, so excuse my mind. I was out here barbecuing last night too, so excuse the mess. I'm always out back here. But everything back here has been, you know, looking phenomenal. Everything has been growing a-okay. My tomato plants are just, as soon as I put them in the ground, they just been taking off. I mean, the difference in green, they've grown greener, they've grown stronger. When I put them in the ground, I clipped back some of the leaves. Some of these branches, I tore them out. The plant was much higher, taller from the pot, and there was like 2 of these, like one over here and like one like over here, like one over here and one over there. So I just tore them out and buried them, you know, probably about this much deeper, and they just been taking off. I mean, no You don't see any like shock or anything. If anything, it's just gaining positivity once I've threw it in the ground. You know what I mean? And this bed is just filled with sand and horse manure. And it's just it's loving every minute of life. You know, that it's thriving. I love growing tomatoes. I love because they grow very rapidly, and you can see the growth each and every day you come out. And that's how it is with all the plants. That's why I love growing plants. I love the excitement you get to see growing plants. I love the energy you get to see from you putting forth. But all these are my quinoa, and these things in the back are just literally taking off. Each and every day I come out here and I smile. You know, it gives me, I feel so good seeing this. I mean, I come out here and water, and I noticed last time I came 2-3 days ago, maybe 4 or 5 days ago, I'm not sure, it was during this past week. This one, you know, see how this one's like low to the ground and the other ones are up high. You know, they're out broad, sticking their leaves out, enjoying the air, enjoying the sun. This one, it was, when I first seen it, it was laying on the ground. You know, it was like that, like laying on the ground. And then I moved it and it just came out the soil. And when I picked it up, it was like something as if chewed it. You know what I mean? Like there was ants all around it right here. There was ants, and there was like a line, and it was going in the ground. And it looked like the ants were chewing it or something. So I was like, damn, I was getting pissed because, you know, I had everything synchronized, you know, in its order. I had everything in rows, and I didn't want to have a spot that was empty, you know what I mean? But so I just, you know, took it and I put it back in the ground, and I, you know, drenched it. I drenched the soil, and I came out here the following day, and it was looking like crap. It was just laying in the ground. I had but I just left it in there. I had faith, but I had no idea it was gonna grow like how it's growing now. And I'm guessing it's growing new roots because it's still green. These two big leaves are literally laying on the ground, but they seem weak. But the two inner leaves that are facing these leaves right here, the two inner leaves that are facing us, those look pretty strong, and it looks like it's gonna grow new roots. So I'm gonna keep giving it faith and keep believing in this, because I have a feeling this is gonna come back. And it's in soil, and I'm giving it water, so why wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Plants respond well if you give them the proper home. But I'm loving the way this all looks. It's all about time and energy. What you put forth, you will see what you do. You know what I mean? Your plants will speak for you. And I'm happy to say that. I'm happy to see that. These are my fruit trees. I just came out and watered it today. Miracle berries. These things I just love. Absolutely love growing, because it's like it's therapy, you know what I mean? That's what my friend's mother always tells me. It's you know, it literally calms me down. It makes me, you know, sit back, relax, and just enjoy. But alright, YouTube, you guys, I hope you guys get great yields of growing this year, this winter. I hope your crops are magnificent. I hope to see that in your upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. Signing off.